Hi everybody, my name is Heather. I am coming to you from New Brunswick, Canada, and you can find me on Ravelry and Instagram. I am Wheelhouse Knits, and this is a super quick episode of my Advent knitting plans. So I just got myself all organized. I spent a little bit of time in my yarn room. Well, sorry, I was having quiet time this afternoon. It is November 26th, Saturday. We've got our Christmas parade tonight to go to, and I work all week, so I just wanted to make sure that I was prepared to cast on when the time came, because I have ambitious Advent plans this year. Last year, my husband worked for 3 weeks over Christmas, and this year he's going to be off for 3 weeks over Christmas. They do like a 3-week turnaround so that they don't end up working every year. So I feel last year was really chaotic and I didn't have a ton of knitting time. I'm hoping it'll be better that there is another adult in the house to share the parental workload and the life workload this year. And that maybe that means we can do a little more Christmas movie watching and a little more Advent knitting. I wasn't in the festive spirit last year, like at all. I don't know if it was because to me, like I don't really start celebrating until early December, but Adam was gone all last December. So it didn't really feel Christmassy. Like you do your best for Sawyer. He was 3.5 at the time. But, when he went to bed, I didn't really want to watch Christmas movies or anything like that. It felt a little different, and it's not our first Christmas that we have spent apart, like not by any means. We've been together for like 15 years, and like there's been several Christmases, tons of Christmases we haven't been together. But I don't know, last year I was just not in a good Christmas spirit. So I'm trying to do better this year, and I think it's going to be good because I'm excited about what we have. So you're asked if we could decorate for Christmas. So I told him we could do the indoor decorations. We've got outdoor decorations up, but that we are not putting our tree up and decorating until Adam comes home on December 7th so that we can do it all together. But we can put the rest of our decorations up. He's really excited. They started a Christmas countdown at daycare, so he's like raring to go. And we wrote our Santa letter today, so we're gonna give that to our Canada Post and mail carriers tonight at the parade. So yeah, I've got some yarn to wind tonight. That's the last thing I've got to do, but I am excited for what I have planned, and I feel like it's a little ambitious. I have like 2 projects that are going to be these are what I'm working on, and then if I get those done, another project throughout December. So I will show you the 2 ones that are my bigger plans first. So this bag, I love it, is from the Creative Knitter. I got her Advent last year, her Rainbow Advent. I just finished knitting it like last night. I finished the border on my Bits and Bobs blanket. I'll show it next time I do like a actual podcast. But it is done a little later, way later than I would have liked. But I did the bag out on with my Advent last year. So this bag came with it. I am not going to show you the yarn that is inside because it is the Area 51 Tea with the Bridgertons Advent skein. So I don't want to ruin it for anybody, but it is beautiful. I love it. I did peek at it. I peeked at it accidentally at the beginning when I was cleaning my yarn room. I forgot what was what, and Nancy Knit Sip Happy and I had ordered this together, and I totally forgot where I put it. So I was just going through bags, and then I was like, oh my God, there's my Advent. And then I was like, oh my God, that's beautiful. So it's really nice. But I don't want to ruin it for anybody. So that's in there. I even have needles. I use my Chow Goose 9-inch circulars, 2.25, ready to go. I'm going to do 2 pairs for this so that I can knit both socks simultaneously. So this comes with 250-gram skeins. So that's my first project that I'm going to be focusing on. Those are my Advent socks. My second project is my blanket. So for the last 2 years, I have knit the Bits and Bobs blanket, which I love. I really love Fisherman's Rib and Brioche, but I feel like I need a break from it. You have to focus on it ever so slightly, or you can knit into the wrong stitch, and then you're kind of having to fix things. So it just demands like a tiny bit of attention. And this year I wanted something a little bit more mindless, so I can read at the same time, because I haven't been doing much reading in the last 2 months and I really miss it. And I'm looking forward to either Christmas movies or sitting down with a hot chocolate from scratch, or a cup of tea and reading and knitting on my Advent stuff. Because everything, like my 2 main projects are vanilla. I'm just doing vanilla socks for those socks. And then this, I'm going to do Molly from A Homespun House. This is a paid for pattern, but it is the Cozy Comfort Throw. So it's just garter. So I'm excited because I can do anything in knit garter, or, you know, a vanilla sock. So I've got this bag is nice and big. It's a Twisted Daisy Fibers bag. She's not making bags anymore, but I love this one so much. I've got my yarn ready to go. This is the same yarn I used with my Bits and Bobs blanket for my creative knitter Advent. It's just, what is this? It smells like lavender. There's a sachet in there. This is Leo and Roxy. Can't remember. Leo and Roxy, not quite white. That's what it is. So I use these 2 skeins. One is left from last year's blanket. One I caked up from the skeins I ordered for this year, just to do the I-cord border for my Bits and Bobs. So I will hold this double, because it's fingering held double. And it's, I think it's a US 8. I'm pretty sure it is. So I've got my needles ready, and this smells so good. Ugh. Got that ready to go with my Shirley Brian Advent. I ordered this months and months and months ago. I pre-ordered it. I had never bought her yarn before I ordered this Advent. It's gorgeous and I've seen it. I just had never purchased it because I have a ton. I'm trying to use stash a little bit. So I thought, okay, well, I can justify an Advent. And then she had a second sale, and I did get a couple skeins from the second sale, but I still haven't knit them yet. So this is the bag that it came in. And all of the mini skeins are individually wrapped inside. So I think I'll just leave them in here and dig through. And then there is skein for 25. So I'm gonna leave my ball winder and my Swift upstairs so I can wind this up every day, and maybe keep up. I should be able to, like, if I can't keep up daily, I'm sure I can catch up on the weekends when I have more knitting time. And in the mornings before work, like if Adam's home, I don't have to take Sawyer to my parents and then rush to work. I get like an extra 45 minutes in the morning of knitting time every morning. So I think that'll be helpful too, because he's gonna be home for most of December. So that's my vanilla sock and my blanket. I'm so excited for this. I love her colorways and I can't wait. The last 3, well, this will be my 3rd year of having like a new to me dyer for an Advent. And I'm really excited. Oh, I forgot to put my pattern back. So those are my 2 big projects that I'm really hopeful I can get through. Other than that, I've got, this is like my, I hope to finish it, but if I don't, I don't. Excuse me. K from the Crazy Sock Lady. She has a pattern that's coming out December 1st. And it is, I can't remember the name of it. I'll put it on the screen. It is basically like a candy cane. And when I saw her colorways that she used a mini set from Moon Glow Yarn Co., I believe. I loved it. And I basically had a mini set like that already, minus one color that Adam had got me a few years ago from the States. When we were in Portland, we found a yarn shop and he did some Christmas shopping there. So this has been in my stash for quite a long time. These 3 colorways are from that mini set from this dyer. And then this was a Party of 5, Sweet Georgia. And so those are gonna be, plus this red. This is just Opal red. I knit Sawyer socks with this last Christmas. And a cream colorway from Cascade Heritage. I just had to run to my local yarn shop because I knew if I ordered something, like if I ordered one of the kits, it wouldn't get here in time and then I would never get these done. So this is gonna be my other sock that I am gonna be knitting. So we'll see how that goes. This is probably more of a long-term project. I do have some test knits on the needles that I have to get done too. But I'm pretty, like I've knit my first sock and that's the minimum requirement. And I'm almost at the heel of my second sock. So I've got a couple days before December starts. So I'm confident I can get that done. So those are my Advent projects that I am planning. I would love to hear what you are knitting. I do have a favorites list on my Ravelry that I will put some ideas down below for Advent knitting that I have kind of been accumulating over the years. If you're still looking for an Advent project, some of them are like blankets or cowls or accessories. Some have mohair, some are big, some are small. I kind of try and add a good variety in there because when it comes to Advent, like I never really know what I'm gonna do. Last year I did a cowl and I loved it. Last year I had 2 Advents though. I did a cowl and a blanket last year with my Advent. So this year I'm doing these projects, but I do have some leftover from my Advent from last year that I am not right now. But I am gonna use for one of these Advent projects, and I think I know which one. But anyways, I'll post some ideas down below, or maybe I will put a couple on the screen, whatever I can make work, because I find it kind of overwhelming sometimes when you're trying to look. That's why when I see an Advent project, I just add it to the favorites list so that I can reference it for later. Anyways, I hope you guys are having a good day. I'm gonna go grab Sawyer. He's in his room back there having some quiet time. We are gonna go haul out all of the Christmas decorations for inside and decorate, put on some Christmas music. And I'm looking forward to Vlogmas for all the people who are doing that. It's one of my favorite times in the mornings, just catching up on Vlogmas with a cup of coffee and some knitting. It just feels like a nice, quiet, calm start to my day, which I love. I hope you guys are having a great day and you're getting excited to start celebrating the holiday season if you celebrate. And I hopefully sometime in December, I will actually record a episode because I do have a lot to show. I've got a couple pairs of socks that are done. I finished my bits and bobs. And by that point, maybe I'll be well on my way of Advent knitting. Anyways, I hope you're having a great day. I will talk to you later. Bye.